Hi everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token Channel. And of course, big shout out to day 4, the final day of the HexPo conference in Vegas. Of course, Richard Hart currently speaking at the moment. So a big shout out to everybody there, and congratulations to all award winners. Very, very cool to see that. Let's go, folks. Hex.com, and let's go. And of course, here we are, day 828, 9th of March 2022. Price is 13.6 cents, up 25.3%. So congratulations for all those diamond hand holders and all those that took up the opportunity of buying. Very, very exciting. I'm going to look at the price chart later. It is very, very bullish now, and it's played out pretty much exactly as I said in the yesterday's price prediction. So very, very cool. Let us go over here to the rate return on investment multiplier, all-time low, 5th of January 2020, and we're up 2,410x now. Massive jump from yesterday. And of course, the payout per T-shares are unrelenting. 6.011. Get those T-share, folks. Yesterday, you could have got a T-share for $2,286. Today, you can get one for $2,864. So that's how dramatically it changes. I've been saying that with the price of Hex. And of course, Hex goes 5x back to all-time high. This will be up in the $12,000 range and above. So just take that into account. The share rate is also only going up and to the right, up 1.8 today as it heads towards 22,000. Average stake length is 6.33 years, and the annual percentage yield rate interest in early in-state penalties, 38.05%. Terrific return, particularly amongst high inflation periods like in the United States. Liquidity in the pool dropped down massively to 185 million. That can go down pretty fast. We were at 234 yesterday and 305 before that. Of course, between those 2 days, someone must have pulled some liquidity because there was a massive drop without the price differences. The liquidity in the pool there, USDC, 26.5 billion. And of course, very, very cool. Now, this change in liquidity was, in my terms of view, a nice setup for a good chance to move the price back up. And so that played out perfectly. So I think there's some pretty cool stuff happening there. The amount of Ether there, 1,693. Very nice. All right. So, yeah, let's go to the US dollar, though. US dollar, it's up, $5 million, $6 million there, $6 million. That's nice to see the replenishment in the US dollar amount. The valuations, 8.4 billion, and market cap 78.5 billion, and T-share market cap 30.66 billion. T-shares down 2,000 to 10.7 million. And of course, the total numbers here, we've got minted inflation 9.5 million. Total supply is around 638.9 billion. Remember, this inflation is way lower than 3.69% because all the states have deferred inflation into the future. So we're only getting inflation, over 1%. So maybe as high as 1.6. Some people had, depending on which chart you're looking, but over 1% there. Of course, the circulating supply 2.7 million, and of course, there's an increase up, and we're at 577.2 billion. Stake supply there up 16.88 million. Nice to see people staking. And of course, our total Hex supply stake 61.7 billion. Good accounting up 2 million. And of course, the stake percentage has gone up slightly, 9.67%. So that's nice to see that going up. That's what Hex is designed for, staking it, relaxing. All right, payout, of course, 64.3 million. And the penalties, another good day in the office, almost a 1.5 million. Look at those last 6 days of penalties, even back there. So 7 out of the last 10 days have been really, really terrific. They're nice. The holder numbers up 519 to 431,843. Stakers up 244 to 84,838. That's looking really good as we head towards 100,000. And of course, total stakers up 264 to 107,000, and current holders up 357 to 285. 680. So some nice growth happening in the wallets, and Pulse Chain hasn't even launched yet. These numbers will go insane, of course, when that comes to pass. That is a day 828, folks. Very, very cool. 25% increase in price. Got to be happy with that, right? Nice. Let's get on to the chart here. Of course, this is the Hex chart. We can see that we actually spiked over here, the low for today. So far, we're only about half a day on this candle. Still got about 12 hours to go. And that is, we had a high of 14.37 cents. That was just a little while ago, a low of 10.8 cents. So a massive increase. And if we compare that to yesterday, we've got a long-legged doji candle there, a long-legged. Now, it looked like it might have been a dragonfly, but it ended up being a long-legged doji candle. And of course, let's go from the bottom of that. We can actually see the bottom. And of course, we are up to top of that. We were up about 55%, just shy of 55%. We broke through our wedge resistance as well. We didn't stay above it yet, but this is so positive. So because we've got this long-legged doji candle, and this sort of gives a neutral point of view. We've got this downtrend, of course, particularly this downtrend, obviously in a bigger downtrend, but this gave us a neutral where between buyers and sellers. And then what happens is the following candle gives us a signal on where the direction reversal will be. And at the moment, it's bullish. So we could see a massive breakout from just this alone. But then we've also got the downward wedge being breached as well. And of course, that means a bullish, really bullish uptrend there potentially forming. So we're watching that. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 or 5 days to break out of here, but it looks like we're already doing it early. We'll be watching this over the next 10 hours or so, and of course tomorrow as well. So looking bullish, folks, for a very nice little candle. So up and away, what we're expecting to see. And of course, let's zoom out and you can see the bigger picture there, looking really positive. Don't you love that? Very, very cool. And hey, we may very well get this big, strong price rise here. So keep a lookout for that, folks. Super bullish. Let's have a look at the DMI quickly. DMI, look at that. Wow. All right. So take away that. Look at that. Buyers directions up, sellers directions down. Momentum is correcting. And of course, what we want is to see these cross. We want to see this thing happen here, where we've got the buyers crossing over there and the sellers moving down there. That's what we want to see. And of course, we want the momentum to be in our favor there. So looking good over 25. Very, very cool. And of course, the RSI had plenty of room, as I said yesterday. I've been saying it for a few days, but obviously it's finally moving now. We could see this sort of thing happen. So cool on the price. Hope you enjoyed that. T-share price at the moment, $2,830. That's still cheap if it's going to be $12,000 in the future if we get back to all-time highs. That's pretty neat. Of course, you can see that here, a real jump in the T-share price. Adoption up and to the right, T-share rate up and to the right, T-share payouts, Hex per T-share up and to the right, and of course our global staking here looking really good over the next 15 years. We're going to zoom in on the next 11 months, and bam, here we are. We've got so many. We've got 173,000 T-shares coming out by the end of March, and then we've got quite a big gap after that. But because of the T-shares at the beginning of April, we've got 385,000 altogether. But hey, looking positive for a launch of Pulse Chain in April, possibly. Very at the latest May, but more likely April is my view at this stage. Cool. All right, so let's jump over to Whalebot. Had some nice little buys in there last hour or so, so it was cool. GitLab's got something really interesting for Pulse Chain. And of course, we've got this Pulse Chain devs update folder in here now. And that's updated 3 hours ago. So this is like new based on my memory. So very, very cool. And finally, to wrap up the Hedron, what amazing. It did pull back, like I said. I said, you know, it has to have a bit of a breather, but it's also powered back up. And new all-time high is 3,685. People are loving that. So unrelenting. There's now almost $2 million in the pool and only 268 billion Hedron. Super, super good. And yeah, uncharted territory, folks. You know, 5x would be 16,300 or something like that. So it's from the previous high. So looking really good. Hope you enjoyed that. Feel free to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. Catch me in a few hours' time for our live stream post the after party for day 4 after Richard Hart. That'd be pretty cool. All right, catch me then. Bye.